the laws like the back of our hands.
Oh, not the case. Steve Miller, who is the CEO of Get Dismissed, he's joining us this morning with some trivia. And we have to say, Steve, you've gotten people out of tens of thousands of tickets in the 13 years you've been doing this.
In over 13 years, we've contested tens of thousands of tickets in California, actually doing with what's called a trial by written declaration, which is the best way to fight a ticket in California without going to the court. It's on the back of every ticket.
So you're the man that we need to call if we get in trouble with the law.
You can call me directly. Yep. GetDismissed.com.
Even if it's one of those picture tickets?
Oh yeah, we fight cell phone tickets, red light tickets, speeding tickets, stop sign tickets.
Look, I got a picture
even if they have your pretty face.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
I accidentally went through an intersection, but that's a whole other conversation.
That happens.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to ask us some questions,
Yes.
and we're going to, okay.
I have some questions here. Let's see what you know about the traffic law right now. So let's say you get stopped by a cop for using your phone, and the law's changed. So you were holding it in your hand, and the officer asks you to take a look at the phone. Do you have to show him the phone?
No.
Oh, I was going to say yes.
Gee, you guys are smart. No, you don't.
What probable cause does he have to look at my phone at
Exactly.
that stage? Okay.
You do not need to let him. There's no reason he needs to look through the phone. He actually needs a warrant to look through the phone. There's no reason.
Must have a warrant.
To look through it. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you offer it to him, well, then he can.
Fair game.
Yeah, he can.
Too late.
In California, is it legal for the officer to park out of view and give tickets?
Yes.
I see it all the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Out of view. Some people like a speed trap.
No, they're always in view. You just don't see it. But
Well, you don't see them. No,
Right.
no. There's times they hide behind corners or in driveways.
And I'm always thinking,
I actually had an officer park in my driveway.
Stop.
And two of my neighbors got Two of my neighbors got tickets. I got them out of both tickets.
Because they're not.
They can hide.
They can hide.
Lying in wait, so to speak.
People think that's a speed trap.
Yeah.
Is the point here? That's not a speed trap. A speed trap is when they don't have a proper engineering survey to justify the speed on the road. So they're allowed to be wherever they want to issue a ticket. So, next one. You don't have to talk to an officer during a traffic stop. Is that true or false?
Well, I mean, we're going to get down to semantics here, but define talk to.
I think I saw a case where someone did not say anything and nothing happened to that person.
You don't need to say a word.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, you should be polite. Yes sir, no sir. You know.
But you don't have to.
But you don't have to say a word.
Anything that could incriminate you.
But you do have to hand over things.
That seems like
if they request it, yeah.
Hand over the license and the registration.
Yes.
But you
don't
have to speak.
You don't have to speak. There's no requirement. But the real point here is that too many people say too much. And every time you sit there and talk to the officer, if you tell them, no, I didn't do this, I'm going to fight it, this and that, they're making notes on the back. So if you do decide to fight the ticket, you're not going to win 9 times out of 10 because they're making notes. You don't want them to remember you. You want them to give you the ticket and go on your way. That's your best chance to fight it if you don't think that you deserve that ticket.
So your advice would be to hand over the documents and keep your mouth closed.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. Your only option to handle a traffic ticket is to pay the fine.
False.
That's false.
False.
Oh, you guys are good.
Yeah.
If you turn over a ticket, you have several options. Number one, you can just pay the ticket, accept the fine. If you did what they said you did, then pay the fine. If you don't think that you did what they're alleging you did, you have several options. Number one, you could take traffic school. Number two, you could contest the ticket by going to court yourself or with an attorney. Or number three, which I mentioned at the beginning of the segment, is to do a trial by written declaration, which is the absolute best way we believe to fight a ticket without going to court. You don't have to go to court when you fight it with a trial by declaration, and it retains all of your rights under the law to go to court if you're found guilty, or take traffic school. So it's the best of both worlds. It's the only thing in the California legal system where you get 2 bites at the apple, really.
How much do you have to put in that declaration? Can it just say, I didn't do it? Or do you have to explain circumstances or...
Your best bet is to put together a proper defense, which is what we do for people based upon the answers to the questions and things like that. But you can just put, I didn't do it, because I'll tell you a little secret here. Officers are paid overtime. Now, don't tell anybody this. Officers are paid overtime in most cities to go to court.
Yeah.
Okay, so they show up. Don't think they're not going to show up. They like to go to court. You know, they book all their tickets together, they go to court. But they're not paid extra to respond to a trial by declaration. So many times they don't respond. So if they don't respond, then the judge should dismiss the ticket. So it doesn't matter what you write in that case.
Yeah.
Well, that's fascinating.
So there's 2 ways you can get
Steve.
I'm going to need you
Nice.
in a couple weeks.
Okay, so let's see. Next one here.
Last one? You have time for one more?
Yep.
We
How
good,
many?
guys?
I got a million of them. I can stay all day if you want.
Okay,
last one.
If you ask to see the radar gun, does the officer
Oh.
have to show it to you?
Hold on. We actually pulled one up.
Oh,
for
you pulled the other one. What did you pull up?
We pulled
Maybe the
up,
one before.
signing
Okay.
on
Better off signing on the dotted line of a traffic ticket.
Yes. Are you required to sign on the dotted line?
Oh,
Or can you refuse to sign?
I guess you can
I
refuse.
thought you were required because you're being presented with a ticket.
You're both right. It just depends on what's going to happen to you with what you do. In your case, you're going to jail.
Oh, okay.
In your case,
Fantastic.
you sign on the dotted line and you get the ticket. All it is a release. The officer
Okay.
releases you and you're agreeing to show up in court or take care of the ticket. If you refuse to sign, they can take you into jail. So
I'd like to avoid that.
Right? Again, little interaction is possible. So
Yeah,
he doesn't
exactly.
remember it.
Exactly.
He or she.
Oh, so it's getdismissed.com.
Getdismissed.com.
And you're the guy to help people fight those tickets.
we do a great job.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming in.
That was
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Thank you,
Thanks so
Steve.
much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
You
Wealth
too.
of information.